like. Meatloaf Bailey, what a PR stunt. Look at me, guys. Yeah, I would do anything for pound notes. And I'm going to sit in a restaurant and I'm going to look like, oh, I'm proper Chels. And I love Chelsea. And this is all on Siri Merchant Barley. What a load of bollocks.
Greetings from Centre Parks, by the way. That's the background. I hope you're all well. This is just ridiculous, though, isn't it?
Oh, are you fucking having me on? Are you joking me right now? That's how deep this is how far they reach. Let me smoke that for you, Siri Merchant, yeah? Let me smoke that for you, Ted Lasso-Bowley, yeah? You think you can fool us? You're a long way from Starbucks, mate. Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's have it right. So have it right, up to Chels, up to Minerals FC, big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Hope everyone's doing well, winning in life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to pieces that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button as well, let's have it right. And we've got a notification bell, ding dong. So you know when we go live, although it doesn't really make a difference nowadays. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership down below in the description. And we've got our Eunice, bruv, and his channel in the title, Land and Minerals with Eunice Talks Football, because he loves to land the minerals nowadays. Come on. And well, the title's Chels getting hammered by the clowns. But listen, big up Eunice, bruv. Lovely to have you on, as always. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're landing it.
Yeah, all good, mate. Cheers. Absolutely good to be here. Shout out everyone in the chat. You know what's good? I want to say this. Whenever I come on here, right, it's always like I've walked into the pub. Yeah, it's just it's so lax, it's so chilled. It's just like, oh, you right, lads? How you doing? It's a different dynamic here. I love it. So yeah, shout out everyone. Hope you're well. I'm good. Everything's all good. We had a little convo backstage about a certain circumstance. We'll get into that in a bit. And yeah, I don't like to hear it. I don't like to see it. But aside from all that, yeah, good. I hope you're all good too.
Everyone, and big up to all the ultras, bruv, in the chat. Land your minerals, get in the chat. Yeah, Eunice is a real one. We were having a discussion backstage, as everyone knows from my stream last night, and from a lot of the ultras that comment and email me. We all know that the channel's being sabotaged at this moment in time. I mean, it's a direct attack, and we kind of know where it's from, and we know the PR Happy Meals who controls them, and we know also that YouTube's owned by Google, and everyone knows everyone in that sort of industry, and the billionaires know billionaires. So it is what it is. We speak the truth on here, but the channel's been attacked, is under attack currently, and Eunice will elaborate, but he's done some digging, and I'm actually really pissed off. But let's have it right, Eunice. Let the chat know, or let everyone know what we've just found out.
Mate, I mean, look, I thought on these sort of things, it's best to make sure, yeah, because you can't, when it comes to this sort of stuff, you can't just imply this is what's going on and that's it. Or where's the proof? I ain't got it. So it's a very easy search. You know the site. You can go and look at any channel's stats. That's one type of stat that we're going to pay attention to on here, yeah, because we don't like stats, do we? But when it comes to this, yeah, stats are important. It's very easy to do some easy digging and find any stats with about any YouTube channel, not just YouTube, by the way. Twitch, Twitter, whatever. You can go and find whatever stat you need to find. And it's clear that Johnny's channel was going up slowly, going up. 12,200 subs, roughly. He hit that late August on its, so a few days ago, 12,300. And in 3 days, the space of 3 days, or was it 2 or 3 days? Anyway, somewhere between 48 hours and 72 hours, 100 subs have disappeared. Just gone. And it's there because this is a third-party website. You can go and check it yourselves. You can go onto Social Blade. That's what it is. So have a look. And the views are super low. He streamed yesterday, streamed the day before. Views are super low. That's just not normal activity. It's just not normal. That doesn't just happen out of the blue. So that's where there's obviously something suspect going on there. Obviously, because unless something is said and something is controversial and people have walked out en masse, you don't lose 100 subs just like that. You just don't. Especially when there's no track record of it happening on this channel for a while. So yeah, that's when I look at it and I go, that's not normal. It's not normal. I've been on the platform long enough, more than most. I know what's going on. It's not normal.
Facts. I mean, we've barely got 100 people watching live. When have we ever had that, Eunice, bruv? We've always had about 400 people watching, 500 people watching.
Part of the shadows. Shadow.
This is a shadow ban. So I want everyone to understand something, right? This doesn't happen to anyone else. All right. No one else gets this treatment when you talk of content creators. And I'm even talking about channels that might be a little bit smaller than mine, you know.
Yeah.
This is next levels, bruv. The ante has been upped to silence our channel. And I'll be honest, it ain't going to stop me, and I'm still going to go. But it's almost like an illegal act to unsubscribe subscribers who are human beings that have subscribed to a channel themselves and have every right to do what they want. And knowingly that they believe they're subscribed, to then realize that they're unsubscribed when they didn't do it, tells you something's not right. And it's like there's no level playing field for so-called being a content creator, and we're here to support you and help you grow. You're not helping me grow. You're stopping me growing. And my voice is being like this. It's just they're trying to compress it, bruv. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying, bruv. Like, it just shows you the reality of what we're up against. This is a real brown envelope matrix machine. This is a PR machine. This is an absolute media machine that I am up against. And you know, I'm asking you, have you ever had anything like this? Have you ever experienced anything like this?
No, but this is why. And the chat will know. Like, the chat knows my stance completely, right? It's obvious for those that haven't figured it out. But this is why I do this intentionally. I try and say things in a way where it's obvious, but it's not direct. You know what I mean? So because when you do it that way, I find, especially a channel of the size that I've got, I do need to be wary about not getting it under any hits, but I do want to get the message out. Do you know what I mean? So I've got to try and be a little strategic with it. So this is where, like, I always do things, and you said it before, like I end up looking like I'm being a little bit more diplomatic. That's the way that I do it, and it's done on purpose. It's done in a way where I know I can get the message out. I can make it clear, look, this is not okay. But it's almost like what do you think? And let me know down below. Do you know what I mean? Because when it's done that way, it's harder for them to pinpoint, oh, look, he said this, or he's done that, or he's accusing of this, or he's accusing of that. And it's harder for them to pinpoint. That's the only reason why. Because if not, I know I'd be under the same sort of things as you are right now. 100%. 100%. And in the long-term look of things, I would like to at least keep getting the message out, or what I believe is going on, for as long as possible, rather than get cut off at the source and then that's it. Do you know what I mean? That's why I do it the way that I do it. I've not been shadow banned or anything like that. No. I had a chat very slow. But that was just me. That was just a really bad YouTube content creating strategy. So, and that was when I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, now I haven't got anything like this. No.
There's my point. And like I always say, a lot of these other wrong and platforms, yeah, they're all toxic positivity and feed the narrative that's got to be scripted and put out.
Yeah,
They're scared of treatment like this. This
well,
is
exactly.
why
Yeah,
they do it. They're scared. They know what the truth is.
it's too big. It's too big to lose for them.
Too big.
They'd lose everything.
There you go, bruv.
Whereas I know, like, you don't lose everything here. This
No.
channel disappears, your life goes on. It's all right. You got what you're doing. For others, this is what they've got, and they won't risk it.
Yeah. So it's going to be a time, I think, for Rumble or something like that. I think it's going to be time now.
I was suggesting backstage Rumble is an option, just in case. The only problem there is to try and get people over, because Rumble's just not as popular as YouTube is, but it is the safer platform. And this will be a controversial one. It's one that can work, and that's Twitter, because as long as Elon Musk is in charge, nothing's getting censored on there. Yeah, you can do anything you want. So with that going on, it can be controversial. It can definitely cause a storm. It can get the word out faster, but you will be entering not just an eye of a storm, an eye of a hurricane, because Twitter is, we all know, Twitter is just a cesspool of crap. So pick your poison.
Yeah, facts. I'll just do it everywhere. Just do it everywhere.
Yeah. Start firing all guns blazing.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Fuck them everywhere, man. Any
Rambo.
left, right, centre. You know what I'm saying? And boy, oh boy, when I catch these two clowns, I'll tell you that now. That's going to be juicy. It's going to be very juicy. I want to start off with something, because, you know, we're attacked. I'm attacked anyway, so I might as well say what I fucking know. I've been told by an ultra today, in fact, salute to him. He knows who he is. I have to protect him for obvious reasons. Met someone today, and that certain someone has been newly appointed as a part-time coach in Cobham Academy. How about that? And do you know what's funny? This guy hasn't even got his C badges in UEFA, bro. He hasn't got all his badges to coach. And yet he's a part-time coach in Cobham Academy.
What's his role?
That's all I know, part-time coach in the academy.
Unless, what, if he's not got his, what has he got? UEFA C?
Yeah.
He must be coaching.
Not even UEFA C.
What, FA level 2 then? Or?
Fuck knows, bruv. But I'm telling you this now.
If that's the case, he must be coaching kids.
Kids, even said, check this, even said, we've lost 4 kids to Spurs already. All the kids at the Chelsea Academy all want out since Neil Bath and Jim Fraser have left. And check this one. The reason they're doing it is because it's cheaper. It's cheaper to hire part-time coaches part-time than have full-timers. That's the mentality, to cut costs. And that goes well hand in hand with using a freelance medical celebrity firm called Remedy for our medical team, which is why our players just don't recover properly.
Although, are they still using Remedy, or they did hire some medical staff full time? I saw, but for this season, yeah.
Apparently, yeah. Who tells you that?
Yeah, where was that? It was again somewhere on Twitter.
Where was it? Where was it? Exactly. Where was it? I'm not joking, chat. I'm not joking. Like, this is real talk here. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. It's embarrassing. And that's why we've lost. We're losing. Even signing players like Elise. You know, it's gone, bruv. You don't realise. People do not realise. You've got all these melts on these accounts and platforms, and they're pushing out aura, they're pushing out, oh, we're so talented, oh, look, we're cooking, and all this garbage, right? But yet they know we're rotting behind the scenes. The supporters that go and watch, they don't know what I know. They don't know this. They didn't know about bin bags and all this crap. Why would they know? I'll tell you what, if I had your channel, Eunice, for argument's sake, and I brought out my video, Lock, Stock and Bin Bags at Chelsea, yeah, I'm telling you now, bruv, not only would you be shut down, all right, but that would have gone viral, bruv. Yeah, that would have been like 500k views. I'm telling you now, yeah, because that cannot get out. I say it. I say anything. I don't care anymore. I've always been like that. That's me.
Yeah.
You know, part-timers, bruv, not even full-timers, mate. Part-timers now that ain't even fucking qualified to train and develop kids because they don't care about the academy. End of.
Yeah, academy is stuffed. As far as I'm concerned, it's stuffed. We already know about players having second thoughts because of the way, the pathway, the way that it's looking. I mean, Rio went to Liverpool. That kind of kickstarted things. Even prior to that, we already knew. We were hearing early on last season, this time last year, about how everyone in the academy was having doubts and the kids are coming through were just not the level and things had gone to pot, basically. So it's a knock-on effect. Don't expect anything to come out of the academy soon, if I'm honest. It's just not going to happen.
No. And also, you know, all this whole, like I said to you, everyone, we are the only club in Europe that no longer has an academy. We do not have one. It does not exist. It's gone. It's dead and buried. We're losing kids to Spursy, for crying out loud. Not only that, right? We lost Rio to Liverpool. We all know that. That's well documented because Fabrizio Romano loves to prop that one out, doesn't he? I'm just done, Eunice. I'll be honest. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Like, it's there staring at everyone in the face.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely staring. That performance against Bournemouth was one of the worst performances I've ever seen.
It's horrible. It was horrible. If it wasn't for that Nkunku goal,
that's what I'm saying, Eunice. You had to bring on.
But this is where
who's been benched for Jackson.
Yeah. This is where people will look and pretend everything's all right. You know, and I think the worst thing you can possibly do, right? Not the worst, that's the wrong word. The minimal thing that you can do is at least pay attention to the level. And that it wasn't good enough on that day. Yeah, we got the result. People use this analogy and it winds me up sometimes. Oh, but it doesn't matter how it's done. We got the 3 points. You know, we used to do that back in the day. No. That's not what we used to do back in the day. Let's not confuse pears and apples now. It's not how it was. Before, we had a game plan. We had a system and a way, and we executed it. Even though it was playing defensive, playing on the counter, being resilient, having, you know, certain portions of the game go your way in order to launch certain attacks, in order to catch the opposition out. We used to master that, yeah? And nick a 1-0 and then defend for our lives because that's what we were good at and rob it and take it away. That doesn't mean we played rubbish. We didn't play rubbish. We played according to the game plan. We played according to our way and our system and our tactic. That is what we used to do. We don't play crap, actively crap, nick a 1-0 and go... but, you know, we stole them. We took a 1-0. You know, I'll take that all day long because that's what we used to do. No, that's wrong. Well, I hear that all the time whenever we do take one of these narrow wins, and I'm just like, people are in denial. You're in denial.
Facts.
It was pants. The Bournemouth game was pants, and we nicked it at the end. And yes, I will take the 3 points, but don't tell me that was a good performance or it's all right. It doesn't matter. No, it does matter because if that was a better team. Or a slightly better team, or a slightly more focused team, or a slightly fitter team. Because after the 70th minute, Bournemouth started to die. And we brought on these subs, and Sancho came on and run riot. That Bournemouth started to die, and you could see that. It was obvious. A slightly fitter team, or a slightly higher level team, if that was anyone else, if that was Villa, for example, would have been cooked.
100%, bruv.
Would have been cooked.
100%.
So let's not be in denial. But we'll see. carry off? Can that carry over some confidence? Can that kind of boost a little bit? Yeah, it can. But what's the level of the team? That's what I want to know. And it's still too early in the season to know. People are pretending like everything's all right. Give it some time. Give it some time.
Well, apparently, according to Jamie O'Hara, we're in for the title after beating Wolves 6-2.
And before that, we weren't in the conversation for top 6. So
Right.
It's Jamie O'Hara. He's Spursy.
But this is the point. He's a byproduct of the media. The media will flip-flop with the results. That's what they always do.
Yeah,
the moment Chelsea have another shit result, they'll be there to dig their fangs in and spit on us. And this is what this clown ownership that have gutted us, truly gutted us. Have you seen the picture of our team? Have you seen the picture of our team? Of the official picture of everyone? The stuff you got Enzo, Wrong, and Fernandez.
No.
Yeah, Enzo, Wrong, and Fernandez is sitting next to Willie Caballero. Let's have it right. Of course he fucking Willies. Yeah, Enzo like that. Yeah, or the two Enzos. And then you look at them and you go, "What is this? These players shouldn't be wearing a Chelsea shirt."
Yeah.
Some of you are going, "Oh, I only know who they are now from last season." Well, that tells you everything you need to know about the state of our squad. Where's the accountability? And I tell you this, I'm patiently waiting 50 Cent right now. I am patiently waiting. Because when the shit hits the fan, what are you all going to say? Let's be real.
It'll come.
Yeah, it's going to come, bruv. I mean, it's clear as day. People are just...
How can it not? How can it not?
We know football, Eunice.
It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It'll come. People have this notion, we go back to this point, right? People have this notion, if even like we as fans that are not at Cobham, that are not at the bridge, that are not at the ground, if we're just positive about the situation, right, we're going to get everyone on this mad, crazy mental frequency and everyone's going to align, we're going to win the league. Like, it's doolally. I don't know what to call it. It's not even Stockholm syndrome at this point. We have to come up with some next name. It's Zimbabwe syndrome or something. I don't know what it is, right? But it doesn't make any sense. Yet things that you can control, right? Yeah, be positive about that in your own life. What you can do for yourself and what you're capable of for yourself and what you can do with your own two hands. Absolutely be positive about that, for sure. That's the right mindset to go with. But don't be in denial, right? And you should even be pissed off with yourself if you realize you're not getting the results that you should be getting. That's the right attitude. When you're seeing Chelsea playing this way, it's just ridiculous to think everything's okay as long as we just think positive. That's insane. Firstly, it comes from the club. It comes from the manager. It comes from the players for them to do that first before the fans do. It's the fans that react to them. It's not them that react to the fans. That's the first port of call in terms of how it goes. And when fans feel like they're getting something, fans give back and they give back tenfold. Because the players deserve that. And then they pick up on that. And then it's a cycle. And we've been there and we've done that before when we actually had players that wore the shirt properly or were at a standard. This notion that no matter what, you just got to sit there and be positive is insane. Is insane. If things are going well, things are looking good, absolutely. Yeah, call it for what it is. I'm not saying just be negative all the time. No, call it, just be real. Be truthful and be logical. That's it. And right now, anyone that expects Chelsea to go throughout, I'd say even before the end of October, right? For Chelsea to not have one shit show, deluded. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. The level of the squad shows that it's inevitable.
Facts. And the manager, for that matter.
The manager,
he had to rely on bringing on £140 million worth of players to beat Bournemouth, who, let's have it right, Eunice, they outplayed us up to a point where they took their striker off and they got tired. That was it. But look at the cost of our squad and look at the cost of Bournemouth's squad. It's light years apart.
People forget that. Or no, it's gone on for too long. They've been desensitized to it. For them now, it's just a number.
Yeah, and everyone's forgotten about Civil War because Paulstein's come out and said, "Oh, it's a little bit dilute." No, it ain't. This is cooking. That's what's cooking at Chelsea. That's negative. That's what's cooking. And all we're hearing now is PR Happy Meals about us looking to replace what? Reece James. And we're looking at Koundés and players like that. You couldn't pay Osimhen's wages, but you're going to buy at Koundé, mate. I mean, I don't want to hear January transfers, bruv. I don't want to hear it.
We tried to get Koundé. That didn't work.
Yeah, we did. It was a Fugazi, as we mudded Fabrizio Romano. It was a Fugazi.
A lot of us look silly. We're all going, yeah, Koundé. We got told Karma Koundé, and we got made to look like mugs.
Yeah, because we were used. And Matlock got mudded on that. He got mudded big time. And then they realised, shit, now we know what these owners are all about because they used us. Because they were asked by George Mendes, who orchestrated the deal with Monchi at Sevilla, to push Chelsea have bid 70 million, but yet we've got a paperwork's been sent by pigeons still flying them. And apparently, oh no, it's a here we go, Barcelona, who got their fourth lever, all right? And they had what bid was it? They accepted 55 million euros, bruv, but we bid 70 million. So what? I'm going to sell something on eBay for £100, and someone's going to offer me £90, and then someone else is going to offer me £50, and I'm going to sell it to the geese that offers me 50 quid. I mean, where's the logic in that? Because there was no bid from Chelsea. And this is my point. Like, this is all to mask the reality at Chelsea. And this is why they come at this channel. And this is where I get rattled, right? These players are getting too big for their boots, bruv. And they listen, their feet they're too small to wear the shoes of a John Terry and Frank Lampard and Didier Drogba's, bruv. You understand me? The shoe don't fit. You got Casado coming out now saying we the players always love it when we're playing away. All right. At home, the boos from the fans are annoying. We'll get used to it.
Did he say that?
You're not up in your level. Yeah, that's what he said.
Today or lately?
It's come out today or last night.
Wow. I didn't see that. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? That's not. You can't do that, man. You can't say that because, and this is the problem with the modern day. A player like that will think, if I say that, they'll stop. Yeah, they'll have sympathy for us and we'll stop. That's not the way to stop it. The way to stop it is to grind it out, take it on the chin, prove that you're something, and not shut everyone up, but prove to them and show them that you are about it, and then they'll respect you. That's the way to shut it. Mentality's gone out the window, man. We live in a crazy time, honestly. It's not just football, but I don't know what's going on. I genuinely don't know what's going on. The world's gone doolally.
Everyone's
gone nuts.
Inverted, bruv. Everyone's inverted.
Everyone's inverted. Yeah, correct.
You know
That's spot on.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm still waiting for the inverted verticals and horizontals, bruv. And that's just on football terms. But at this rate, we're just getting plain invertedness everywhere.
Mate,
everywhere you look.
It's mental. And you know what? It's the way that I'm looking at it, right? Yeah, it's genuinely a UK thing. I don't know what's happened in the UK. I don't know what's going on, but everyone's losing their minds. The way things are done now, the way people think, it's gone nuts. It's fully inverted. Fully inverted. People's mentalities are fully inverted.
Because this is the media. This is what Brown Emblem Matrix does.
Completely, man. Completely.
It takes away all. It's almost like they own your brain, bruv. They just own your mind. And they're the ones saying, right, let's keep the mentality like right down, because then the expectations are right down. And if you've got low expectations, everything's like a surprise. It's like a Kinder Egg surprise, bruv. You know?
Exactly, yeah.
We get through life. We love it. That's life. The boys gave everything mentality, which is what these Clownlakes have brought into our football club on football terms. You know, I'm not going to get into politics and all that, but there is politics that applies at Chelsea. And the politics are being masked by all the usual suspects of all these journalists to cover it up. The reality, the truth. And those who speak the truth are persecuted, bruv. End of story, you know? And that's where we are now. Casado needs to man up, grow some bollocks because he ain't landing no minerals, bruv. Yeah. You need to earn respect. These kids need to understand, right? You're wearing our Chelsea badge. You need to earn that respect. You need to show levels, and you have to dig out the minerals and show mentality for the fan base to support you in every way through thick and thin. Even when you have a stinker, we'll still support you. But right now, we're getting too many stinkers, mate. You know, stinker after stinker.
It's exactly that, and I want to point something out because I reckon it's something that would hit home. If Caicedo heard this, I think a light bulb would go on. When he walked into the club, right? Who was his idol or the person he wanted to replicate?
Kante.
Thank you very much. What did Kante ever say?
Nothing.
The quietest player I think we've ever had, right?
Yep.
The kindest, nicest player I think we've ever had.
Humble,
right?
bro. Humble.
The humblest guy in the world. He drove a Mini. He's minted and he drives around in a Mini. But that tells you everything you need to know, right? But his performances till now, unbelievable.
Planet, he's on another planet.
That's the talking is there. It's not through your mouth. It's there. So he's clearly not even looking at who he's meant to idolize or look at as an example. Or mate, they've either lost their heads, lost mentality, or they're being told to say this PR and all of that damage limitation. Try this angle, try that angle, try this angle, because they've all got advisors and they've all got things that they're told to say as well. So it wouldn't surprise me, but crazy.
He's trying to buy time off the fan base. Everything's about buying time. Buy time. You've spent 2 years of buying time, spending 1.6 billion, and we don't look anything better. We look worse. Gallagher scored more goals from midfield than any of our midfielders, bruv. You know, and he's coming off the bench in a few of the games. Let's have it right. Rated by an elite manager, but yet he's not rated by Enzo Maresca. I mean, make it make sense. We want Swiss Army knives at Chelsea, but yet everyone wants to play in one position of number 10 or you know, so they're not really a Swiss Army knife, are they? If they're not very flexible. And isn't it the gaffer has a say? The gaffer says where you play.
No, and even then, I don't buy that one bit. The whole Esteval Willian gonna play number 10.
Yeah.
Rubbish. You know better than most. It was Ben Jacobs that come out with that. I had a couple after I mentioned it in my video yesterday, day before, whenever that was, right? I lose track. Couple of Brazilians, Palmeiras fans, popped into my chat. 2 saying, I'm Brazilian, I support Palmeiras. Trust me, Esteval hasn't said a word, right? And he's never played in that position. He's always played on the right, and he likes to play on the right, and he wants to play off the right, and he'll come in central, but he'll play on the right. That is his role, and he wants to stay there. This is nonsense. Had it twice, right? Ben Jacobs.
But why? Why put that out? Because he's been told to, Eunice, by our ownership. And it's setting you up for what? My personal opinion, Cole Palmer plays best on the right.
Yeah.
So who's going to leave Chelsea?
Exactly.
And who's going to replace Cole Palmer?
Exactly.
Right. It's setting it up. But we've been told Cole Palmer's suited to number 10, though, all fucking pre-season. Cole Palmer's seen as a number 10. Oh, Felix is seen as number 10. Well, he's a number 10. He's not a left or right-sided player. And Kunku's come out himself saying, I don't like to play on the flanks. I play behind a striker as a 10, or, you know, I'm not really a striker either. He's not really a striker. He never has been a striker. But he's a better finisher than Sloshpot Jackson.
I'd play him there.
Yeah,
I'd play him there. All day, yeah. Tomorrow, West Ham, he starts up front. No problem.
Listen, it's criminal that you are benching Nkunku, who is absolutely clear of Jackson. Like, clear in all levels, bruv. He's more experienced. He's more complete. He's got better touch. He's better at finishing. He's better at reading the game. He's got pace. Like, he's got experience. He scored 30-plus goals in Bundesliga. Like, what's Jackson done? He's done nothing. And yet he wants to go, when I score a hat-trick with my extra motivation from Sloshpot Wet, I'm going to do a Sue. Shut up. Sue thinks he's R9, Cristiano Ronaldo, bro. R9.
Oh
R9.
man.
He's like, he wears a Brazil shirt thinking he's R9, bruv, with his sunglasses on holiday. Like, listen to look at the way they dress. Look at the way they act. You got Cole Palmer coming in Ugg slippers. No, listen, let's have it right. Respect to him, bruv. Yeah, I've got Ugg slippers. They're not here, bruv, but I've got Ugg slippers, yeah. And he's strolling at Cobham. Everyone else is getting all tarted up, like they're going disco, you know? It's just like Kente, like you say, humble.
Not even disco,
one
mate.
job.
At least, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
let's win. I want to win.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. I mean, this mentality's gone. It was gone a long time ago, but now it's just even more apparent it's gone, bro.
It's in the bin. It's in the bin.
And I'm worried about the Hammers. People underestimate the rivalry here. All right. And
it's at their ground. It's at their gaff.
Right. And every time I've been there, we've basically lost.
We've not won there with a crowd. We won there with, when it was COVID. We've not won there since we won the league.
Yeah.
Mate, I don't feel good about that.
No, I don't. And
I'll say, look, if we went to West Ham tomorrow and got a job done, I'd say fair play. That's because I genuinely do not. With Bournemouth, you think, we're gonna go there and win. You think, right? West Ham, I'm genuinely concerned. So if we did get a job done, fair play. But
there's only one way, Eunice, that we get the job done, because the data tells us. Why don't you ask Vincey? Yeah, ask Vincey. He brought up lovely stats.
Basically, what's the stat saying?
Chelsea scored the most goals playing counter-attacking football, because we are a counter-attacking team. We're not a possession-based team. People think we're possession-based. We're not.
What is this applied to for now?
Up to now, so far this season, we've scored the most goals in counter-attacking football.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What a surprise.
I know.
Mate,
so that's the only way you beat West Ham.
I'll tell you this.
West Ham.
Listen, if I had it my way, I think many will agree. I'd go back to that style. Like, screw this whole we want to look fantastic. Like, it's not our way. It's not us. It's just not us. That's not who we are. Yeah,
but we are training well, and everyone's buying into the ideas. You know, the ideas.
Mate, it's like you see how Arsenal fans are lapping up because they now have discovered how to defend. After all these years, they were criticizing us when we done it well, and now they figured it out, right? Oh no, Arteta's a magician, even though he plays behind the ball quite a lot. And I'm not against that. It's a way. It's a part of the game. If you're good at it, you're good at it. It's a system, right? But that's who we are. We're meant to be that team that grinds things out, that kills teams when they least expect it. We don't want the ball, have it, but we're going to slaughter your necks off. Like, we're gonna chop your heads off. It's just all of a sudden, boom, 1-0. Where did that come from? Don't know. A massive blue bolt of lightning went through. That's who we are. That's, you know what I mean? And that's what's worked for us. That's the DNA. It's just been shattered. It's been shattered because we want to just try and look fantastic. It's just not who we are, man. If I had my way, I'd bin it.
Bruv, we have clearly got a team for counter-attacking football. I've said it countless times.
Yeah.
But the problem is our defense isn't good enough to just sit back. So it's almost like a catch-22.
Mudryk might even come out of the ashes if we were to play counter-attacking football.
Yeah, right. Because he's not a possession-based footballer.
He's not.
He's not. I don't even listen. When you look at, I think Cole Palmer is. I think Felix is. Yeah. You could arguably say Sancho.
Perhaps, yeah.
Our strikers are not. I don't think they're possession based. I don't know, man. Maybe. I mean, striker you can get away with it if they're not like Haaland. Like, you just got to be clinical.
Haaland can do it all. Yeah.
But apparently, Lukaku was better than Haaland. We should have got Lukaku. We wanted cement boots instead of the Viking alien. Because he wouldn't be suited to the Premier League, and possession-based football. Okay. I look at the midfield. It's better for them to just sit back, like not have to worry about chasing and pressing and all that crap. The problem you got is Enzo Maresca. We've been sold a dream. It's the Pep ball. It's we're going to play like prime Barcelona with this gaffer when he hasn't got the players for it. So against the Hammers, bubbles. I need to beat them. Like I hate them. Like we have to beat them. Like
yeah, West Ham. Yeah,
yeah, I can't stand them, bruv. And I think Bowen's going to be a problem, bruv.
I think so. He always
Bowen
is.
and that Paqueta fella. They're dirty. They get in. They get stuck in this team.
Oh, they do. And this is what concerns me because for a good 75 minutes of the game against Bournemouth, we didn't want it. We didn't want it. Bournemouth wanted it. Like you could just tell, Bournemouth wanted it. They just couldn't execute it, and they missed a penalty.
And it's an early kickoff, Eunice, as well.
It is. I don't like 12:30s on a Saturday. Look, this fixture stinks of a 3-1 loss. It stinks of it.
Yeah, it does. And do you know what? Every time you go there, they escort you around with the old bill. Fucking, you have to go.
It's category A, isn't it?
Yeah, all the way around. It's just a joke, mate. Honestly, it's a horrible ground. I mean, just watch it. I remember when Mace scored that volley from Ziyech, you could just about see on the other end. It was just like you needed binoculars, bruv, in that ground.
It's minuscule because it's an Olympic stadium. Yeah. There's a track. Like the pitch isn't close to you. It's like a flipping mile away to see the other end of the pitch.
They sold this off for that shithole, you know. So
I'd rather Upton Park, but then again.
Yeah, well, that was
that was
that's a battlefield, that one. Tight little, you know, small compared to this one.
Little story quickly, because I know you lot all appreciate it in the chat. I remember I couldn't get a ticket for Upton Park, but I was there. We went into it's a pub that Danny Dyer went in and done a segment for one show. I forgot what it's called, but it's a West Ham pub. It's next to Upton Park. It's a West Ham ground. And we didn't have anywhere to watch the game. I had a Chelsea top underneath my jacket and I was roasting. And the guy next to me, he's like, don't take off your coat. Just don't. We're going to go in here. And if Chelsea scored, just shut up. Don't say anything. I'm like, oh, fucking okay, cool. And I'm in a pub, literally, jacket zipped up. I'm just like, I'm roasting, brink of sweating. Chelsea score. And I'm like,
just smiling.
That whole area, when Upton Park was there, the whole area was just you've been Upton Park. There's a couple of alleys on the side of the stadium as well. Like you go down there, there's not much people can see. It's the whole place was just you don't want to go there. It's a
battleground.
It's a battleground. It's a proper battleground.
Bottles fly about at this one as well, but I mean, yeah, it's ugly. Put it that way. It's an ugly one, bruv. I want to bring this up, Eunice, because today the coach was asked about can Chelsea finish in the top 4. He says, this is a good squad, but in the last 2 years, we have finished 12th and 6th. You need progress. The only way to reach some important targets is to be focused on game after game. Now, I mean, to me, that's basically saying the owners never told me that the target was top 4 finish. I'm saying, yeah, that's the mentality now.
Look, for Maresca and what he's got, right? Going game by game, it's the safest possible route he could try and go down. But we just shouldn't be in this situation in the first place, man. This shouldn't be being said. This should not be a thing. Do you know what I mean? So on his level, I can sympathize and I get it, but that's not what we should be, man. That's just not what we should be. Level should not be there. This should be, if we're serious, if a journalist were to ask top 4, realistically, at our level, our manager would be like, are you serious? Is that a question?
Right.
Don't come back to a press conference.
Be assured. Set the target. Set the mentality. Show that you're in charge. No, there's none of that.
There's none of it.
None of it.
There's none of it.
Clear and clipped.
Yeah.
And this is my thing, right? The supporters are the only ones with that mentality.
Yeah.
And even our supporters are getting dilute. Even our supporters are getting wishy-washy.
It's split.
Yeah. Big time. Like the ownership is split. And everyone thinks, oh, that's just all water under the bridge now. No, it ain't. It's absolutely not. And that's why they're giving you transfer news to cover up, because they want to be pro Clearlake. Look, Clearlake are looking at these defenders. Why are you talking about replacing our captain, you melts? What are you talking about that now? The guy's got to come back. Let him see if he can stay fit. I blame your medical team as well. You think I just blame Reece James? I don't blame just Reece James. I have to question your medical team. I have to question the fact that you gutted our medical team that Roman had. You stripped it all, called the doctor back, and now he's officially left. And you brought in a freelance celebrity firm, and now you bring us a rugby doctors and all this crap. Yeah, that's questionable, mate. You know, where's the data for that? Where's the data for their ligaments and their hammies? We want to see that. And what's their rehabilitation program? Because it looks pretty shit to me. You know, you got Cucurella avoiding it, bruv. Yeah, he doesn't want to go anywhere near it. If you've seen the video, he literally legged it, bruv, and they'll try and entice him. Come on, you're with us. Like we all
recovery.
Yeah,
stop the recovery.
Yeah,
I'm going on.
From Clownlake, literally, bruv. You know. It's okay. I'm Cucurella, Harlem Trembling, and I won the Euros with my Brero pad. I'm Cucurella.
He's
I'm
a
too elite.
fruitcake.
Absolute joke, bruv. I mean, his
He's a
PR's a
fruitcake.
shambles. It's a shambles. It's embarrassing. From top to bottom, everything at this club is a joke. So, yeah, we don't know. Danny Murphy brought out, there's better players than Nicholas Jackson that Chelsea could have bought. No shit. In with the money they've spent. But I also think Christopher Nkunku can play there, and he's a really good finisher. Well, he's not wrong, but this is my point. How are you not demanding, forget even last season, to get top 4, and we've spent 1.5 billion? Just put it into context for a second, right?
Yeah.
We've spent 1.5 billion. More than Roman's spent in quick succession, more than the Glazers, more than any other owner, bruv, in Europe. We've spent 1.5 billion quick, wash, yeah? And we're going, it's a process, it's a progress. What are we doing here, bruv? What's going on?
It's insane.
You give that money to Pep. You give that money to Klopp. You give that money, to Diego Simeone's and Ancelotti's. You know, they're building you Galactico. They're building you an unbelievable world-class team, bruv. They're not going with a bunch of kindergartens because it's all about pound note. Just like the content creators, pound note, pound note, pound note. You know what I'm saying? Brand envelopes, pound note, pound note, pound note. Yeah. How much can I rake you?
Mate, how much is the Man City squad?
It's a good question, you know.
Yeah.
That'd be actually quite interesting to work that out. But I bet you it's not what we spent.
£800 million.
There you go. And that's his squad. That's a squad. Squad.
That's the squad for, pardon me, squad at the end of last season. So what have they spent in the summer? Barely anything.
They bought
Silvino.
Silvino, yeah. Probably not. They sold Alvarez though.
They sold Alvarez. They got Gundogan back in. So net, it's nearly the same.
Nearly the same. Yeah.
We spent double.
Yeah.
We could have two cities. We could have two Man Cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you ain't
if
backing
you
the
give
manager.
City that money, shut the league. Just shut it. There's no point playing. We just go on holiday for a year. Just don't play it.
Yeah. And
but if you give City that money, they'd buy Real Madrid.
Yeah. Apparently we're copying the Real Madrid model, Eunice. That's just what Clownlake and Egbali says, oh, I need to be in the Champions League. Do you? Yeah, for the money. We ain't going to win it, though. And you've done a great job in sabotaging any chances of us playing Champions League football. We're watching now Aston Villa play it. We're watching Lego Head draw, you know. Just like, it's a joke, Eunice, bro. It's a joke. Honestly, It's a joke. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I'm actually embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
And rightly, someone's put in the chat, we've still not got a shirt sponsor.
Yeah, we haven't.
Not got a shirt sponsor. Why are these issues still there? Because the owners are trying to kill each other, right?
Right. They won't sign it off.
This is why. Look, when people pretend everything's okay, the results will be all right. Don't worry, it's looking good. But it's a matter of time before this crashes and burns, right? Hard, right? It's going to be a shit show because a club can't operate like that. It just can't.
And no sponsor wants to be associated with a club that's in a civil war.
And mate,
the ownerships won't sign it off with each other.
No, because they're feuding. I want to commend Arsenal on this. Yeah, they've nailed it. I got to be honest. They've absolutely nailed it, man. I think they've renewed or they got an extension with Emirates as their shirt sponsor going forward. 60 million a year. They're flipping. That's serious.
It's a really good deal.
They've had Emirates for nearly 10 years. Yeah, since they left Highbury, they've basically had Emirates on their shirt, and it's not left them. In the same way we had Samsung for that long, but just
and let's have it right.
They've gone for a sponsor that they know just has unlimited. We used to have Emirates. It's unlimited money, right? They're not going to stop. They're not in threat, right? And as long as you're performing, they'll stay.
And they know that you're in Champions League football. They know you're competing. Yeah. You're shown everywhere. Your fan base is growing because you're relevant.
Yeah.
That's the whole aim of the game. But these lot are copying Spursy mentality, which is we don't have to win or be successful because we're making money. That is a success, right? And they are. They're probably one of the most profitable clubs right now. And they're winning nothing. And yet you've got Sky Sports broadcasting and you're still in a chance for 4 trophies this season. No, he ain't. He ain't winning one. You know what I'm saying? But talking on sponsorships, Exchange Bing X seems to have been attacked with more than 360 altcoins worth more than $26 million being transferred to wallet and then swapped. I don't understand this language, but basically don't sound too good to me.
Repeat that. Because I'll get it for a bit. Go on.
Exchange Bing X seems to have been attacked with more than 360 altcoins worth more than $26 million being transferred to wallet OXF7E8 and then swapped for ETH dollars or Seth and BNB.
Is that a bad thing? That don't sound like a bad thing.
No, do not. I don't know what that means.
No, there's a bunch of altcoins that's been swapped for a very good coin. As far as I'm concerned.
Is that right? What it is? Yeah. Yeah. So what? We getting more money from Bing X? No, I doubt it.
I'm guessing that's all happening on Bing X because the Bing X is the platform, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But and I've just seen our squad photo. Bloody hell.
Yes, joking it. Yeah, meaty, bruv, meaty. That shirt is disgusting with no shirt sponsor, Eunice. No shirt sponsor. Yeah.
It's mad when you think what Chelsea used to be, innit? Shit, man.
It's unrecognisable.
Yeah,
how many goalkeepers are there? Do you know there's 28 there? 28 players, I think. Or 29.
Yeah, 4 keepers.
Yeah.
And
what's his name? Come out going, oh, I'm happy to take the burden for the captaincy armband. What's his name? Bettinelli. Did you know?
Did he say that?
Yeah. He said when Aspie left, I was happy to take the burden, carry the weight of the captaincy armband. Yeah, because they're all kids. And that's the point. They haven't got anyone to look up to in this team. The manager they can't even look up to. He ain't won nothing elite. He ain't done anything. He's only, bruv. Our first game of Premier League at Stamford Bridge against Man City was his debut Premier League managerial game. Let's just highlight that for a second. Yeah.
It's insane.
Look at the standards here, bruv.
Yep.
So what's your prediction, Eunice, for tomorrow? You said 3-1 to.
No, I'd say. Look, I've said that it stinks of a 3-1 loss. It's one of those days. 12:30 Saturday lunchtime kickoff. West Ham away. It's just we've seen those games before. I'm scared it will be one of them. I'll be honest, my gut is telling me, 3-1 loss. And my head is telling me...
They're going to score. We're going to score. So could be a draw.
1-1, yeah.
Could be a draw. Yeah.
1-1. We'll see. A Chelsea win, I'll be surprised. For tomorrow, I'll be surprised.
I just go into every game like not expecting much. Like that Bournemouth game has kind of scarred me a little bit. That was so bad.
And you know what? I think Maresca will do tomorrow. I think he won't do what everyone actually wants him to do tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be the first time where he actually pushes the envelope a little bit and he does something that everyone's not on board with. I think Jackson starts tomorrow again. I'm waiting for that lineup, and I just reckon Jackson will be the 9. And it's bonkers because I think everyone and their mother will be picking Nkunku to start tomorrow, but I just think that's what it will do. I don't want to think this will happen. And the way he was talking in the press conference, the little bit that I saw when he was talking about the positions, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see Mudryk start tomorrow.
No. But he's where they want to sell him, bruv. That's Egbali's boy. Egbali bought Mudryk. Let's have it right. He went on his jet and bought him from Shakhtar and said, I'm here.
Yep.
All of a sudden, he doesn't want him now. They even got Zoom calls with Usain Bolt for Mudryk. Didn't go down too well. I'll quickly learn these. Big up to Carefree Minerals. He's Minerals FC Ultra for 5 months. Loved you, my geezer. He says, big up the only 2 Chelsea YouTubers that landed. Eunice, I've been watching you for years and have to thank you because you're the reason I found Johnny's channel. Respect, bro. Love
Good to
that.
hear.
That's great to hear.
Thank
big
you,
up Brian.
Big
up Brian. He says YouTube shadow banning and deleting my comments. Wrongins. It's what we're up against now. We're up against this now. Big up to Michael Chelsea. FC Minerals FC Ultra for 9 months. He says, big up Johnny and Eunice. YouTube is a disgrace for trying to silence you, Johnny. Everyone knows it's the truth. YouTube will be the only one that loses, not you. Well, I don't know if they won't lose financially. They're making billions, but eventually I'll take my minerals elsewhere, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality. I'm not going to stand for this shit. You're mad. But big up to you and big up to everyone in here. What you got coming up, Eunice?
So preview for tomorrow's game will be up shortly before I shoot off. So that will go down. And then tomorrow, review after the game. Not immediately after the game, but tomorrow afternoon-ish, review will be up no matter what happens. So catch me there.
Fantastic. Make sure you go and support Eunice. I know you all do. Go and give him a like and a sub and also comment. And watch what he says because he lands it, bruv. And big up to everyone in here. Salute to all my ultras, bruv, and everyone supporting the channel and everyone that supports Eunice and everyone that's new in here. Respect to everyone. Like I say, no surrender mentality. Always up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. And it's Clownlake out. It's Meatloaf. It's Egg Bowley out, pretty much. That's my mentality. Both of them. Egg Bowley out. And let's see what we can do against the Hammers. Hopefully we do the business. You know what I'm saying? I'll be live tomorrow at some point in the evening or late afternoon, probably early evening. So make sure you put your noties on. And I'm sure Eunice, like you said, he's going to have his reviews after the game. So make sure you go and tune in. Respect to everyone in here. As always, we'll leave you with Don Roman. And before we do that, as always, salute to my Chelsea old boys. We see things they'll never see. And salute to our Don Roman. And let's keep the mentality where it should be. No surrender. Up the Chels. Let's go. Roman,